Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Perisno 0.74. Now, when we left off, we had just taken Bolgan without any effort whatsoever. No, of course, I am completely telling a lie right there. It took a long time, and we actually had a very difficult set of circumstances to overcome. And now, thankfully enough, we have taken it. However, now as we can probably see, the Kingdom of Tolrania has now declared war against Rahara, which is actually a very strange thing to do at this point in time, because, as you will see when I click continue here, we have two Draharan vassals. One is actually Sultan Yousef himself, so I'm a little bit worried about that, I have to say, because he does have 183 in his army, and I'm not entirely sure what his army is composed of anyway, so we're gonna have maybe a couple of difficulties. Let's just see here for a second. He actually has Drahara Garudas, as well as some Royal Riders, Storm Archers, and War Riders. But other than that, I don't believe we have to worry about anything too much. But just bear in mind, Tolrania, a very large faction, declaring war against the faction with only 2 castles. I can pretty much safely assume that the Sultan does not know what he's doing right now. He really should be going off, making sure that his castles are fully shored up against the opponent that is about to befall upon them. But it appears as though they are deciding to prioritize this, which is really not a very good idea, is it? No, I don't believe it is. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens here. I am actually waiting here for some time, and we'll see. But I'm just hopeful that maybe Lord Marcus, with Shi Jin's assistance, will decide to take back Vonberg. Maybe they'll do something like that. It would be great if they did. If they don't, then so be it. That's fine. No problem at all. We'll be able to take back Vonberg, no problem. As long as the Reich does not decide to reinforce their defenses there. Which is, yeah, probable. It is very probable. Wait a minute. Are they just waiting here? Are they seriously? Wait a minute. Surely they would have headed in already. Wait a minute. Let's just move around. Yes! Look at that. They're actually just running off now. Or are they? Yeah? They are running from us. Oh my goodness. This entire time I could have just been chasing them off. That is pretty impressive. Okay, so yeah, this guy does not want to attack us at all. He's trying to keep his siege equipment intact at Bolgan by staying in range. But thankfully enough, we have now chased him off. And I could actually attack this guy. Should we attack this guy? Maybe? I don't know, you see, because we really do not have... Well, I would say that we don't really have the greatest units at the moment. I have placed all of my Hakon units in the garrison at Bolgan to hopefully defend it rather adequately, because as we know, well, the defenses I have placed in our garrisons respectively over the couple of last conquered fiefs have not been the greatest. So I was a little bit worried about that. Okay, let's do it. Let's go in. I don't know why I just decided to do it just there, but wait a minute. Shall we just make peace? We could actually just make peace and then head on to Vonberg and see what's going on there. I think that actually might be a better idea. Let's do it. You are a lord without a master, holding lands in your name with only the barest scrap of a claim to legitimacy. No, oh my, no king and prisoner would accept a lasting peace with you. Okay, you're going down then. You are going down then. 214 versus 183. Do bear in mind, my Tur is still not rejuvenated thanks to our wound treatment. Hopefully it will be sooner rather than later. But yes, the AI is probably just going to charge straight on in here. So I need to be quite careful, actually, about how we position ourselves. We do only have 4 archers. So I think it's probably a good idea that our cavalry just run straight on in here. Now, one of you did mention that the Illicafalki are archers. Well, yes, they are. However, they are classified or technically tagged as cavalry right now in my army because, of course, they do have horses, as you can currently see. And they do actually have some pretty... Oh my goodness, these horses are actually stopping me from doing anything whatsoever right here. Oh my goodness, this makes me miss my Tur quite a lot right now. Oh, I would really love to have one of those and help us out a little bit. Maybe I can try and take one of them down. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, thank you. Maybe I could try take one of them down and get a horse. Yes, that's what I was about to say. Okay, come on, take out this guy. Oh, he dodged it. Did you see that? Oh my. Okay, maybe we can take this guy out. We do have a Corso, which is technically one of the fastest mounts. So maybe we can make good use of it. Right now, it's really not working out for us, is it? No. We need to take out this guy. There we go. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of low-level units that he has. This is actually very good for us, but it's actually very bad for me at the same time because, of course, my horse is very lightly armored, and if it gets hit one more time, maybe 2 more times, we will have a very bad experience of falling off our horse and potentially breaking our backs, breaking our necks, and every other kind of breaking in our bodies. That would not be too good. Oh, we took out one of the Drahara Garuda units. That's actually very good. I'm pleased about that. Now, hopefully we can try and take out some other unit here. I do actually think that I am a lot better at taking out enemy infantry rather than enemy cavalry. However, I did just miss. I did just miss right when I said that. So yeah, that's probably never a good thing. I should really not say anything when I'm about to take someone out. Okay, come on, this is a Sandstormer. Yeah, there we go. Take that guy out. Alden has advanced to level 16. Very nice indeed. Now, we are going to lose our fair share of units, of course, to the Grim Reaper, but thankfully enough, they're going to lose even more than us, and hopefully we'll be able to take many of them prisoner. It would be rather nice if we could. If not, then we'll just have to deal with it. Oh my goodness! Whoa! Hello. Okay. Okay, you mean business. I get it. I get it. Fine, I've taken you off your mount. Now what are you going to do? Huh? What are you going to do now, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Come on, let's help this guy. Yeah, there we go. Drahara Light Rider, how dare you? My goodness, I can't believe I haven't taken that much damage yet. And then 3 seconds later I get a lance to the face or something. Oh my goodness. That's probably going to happen. Mark my words. Something is going to happen that's going to kill me in one hit. Maybe. Maybe I can get this sand horse. Oh, yes I can. Very nice. Okay, now, maybe. Oh, yeah, taken out his mount at least, so at least he's a little bit less mobile now. And we can hit through his shield, crush through his block, very nice indeed. Ilika Ranger getting singled out right there, not very nice. But do bear in mind that, generally, when we fight Drahara, it is not a very organized battle at all. Of course, if we were to fight the Valahir clan, maybe fighting the Hakons as well, we might actually be able to have an organized battle, but when Drahara is involved, never. Never in a million years will you get any kind of organized fight. Because, of course, they all have mounted units. Well, they have an overwhelming amount of mounted units. They might not have all mounted units, but still. Pretty reasonable to assume that they are going to run all over the battlefield. They're going to try and skirmish with us as much as they can. We have just received more reinforcements, which I gotta say, I am not pleased about seeing. I would really have appreciated us to win this outright, but we have lost 41 units to death, and I can assume that most of those are probably going to be Perisno cavalry. Let's be honest. Perisno cavalry, they just love to die. As you can see, look at that. Another Perisno cavalryman has just taken a massive hit and gotten himself killed. And I bet if you take a look at the text log in our next battle, if we have an overwhelming amount of Perisno cavalry, that is, you will see that they are the ones that mostly go down, which is really quite strange. We'll see actually when we get on the casualties screen what's going on with that, but generally it seems as though the Perisno cavalry do like to get taken out more often than not. Not entirely sure why that is, but maybe it's because they are the bravest. Maybe it's because they're the most eager. And maybe, just maybe, it's because they have the most courage out of all of us. That might be it. But there it is, look at that. Okay, so 18 renown, and we lost, well, quite a few mercenary shock cavalry, but I don't think we really need to worry too much about that, because of course, mercenary shock cavalry, they level up from caravan guards, which is actually fine. But look at the ratio. The ratio of these 10 Perisno cavalrymen. 8 deaths to 2 wounded. That is not right. We have Alindel, who has 8 in surgery. That is giving us, what is it? Is it 4% each time? So 36% chance? No. 32. Yeah, 32% chance? Is that correct? I think that is. 32% chance for everyone to get knocked unconscious. And 8 of them out of 10 die. I don't know what's going on with that. That's exactly my point. It seems as though the Perisno cavalry have a very bad ratio. Similar to the Ilika hunters. Look at that. Oh my goodness. 4 to 1. Okay, well, whatever the case, we took out Sultan Yousef, and unfortunately he was able to escape. I really did not want him to escape. And also, I do want to take as many prisoners as possible, but it appears as though that might not actually be the case. As you can see, we don't have the space because we've lost so many units. Wow, that is quite the shame, is it not? Yes, it is. So, let's leave that. There we go. And I think... No, I don't believe we're going to be heading on to Ahun Castle. I did try to make peace with him, after all. I was really hopeful that he would accept that, because then I could have just headed on to Vonberg and see what we could do there. Now, Lord Marcus is patrolling around Bolgan. Not entirely sure what he's doing there. I'd like him to be running around Vonberg. He is our marshal, I do believe. Isn't he our marshal? I think he is. So I'm not entirely sure what he's doing, but hopefully everything will become clear later down the line. Hopefully. So let's move on here. Aha, we have a Reich vassal sniffing around. We probably want to chase him off as quickly as we can. I'm hopeful that there is going to be a ransom broker in here. I have a feeling... Yeah, there is. Very nice. Okay, I want to sell all the prisoners for 27,000. Wow, that's actually not that much. Goodness me, I'd like to have a little bit more than that, perhaps? Okay, yes, I would like to purchase some slaves. However, the problem with buying slaves is the fact that we don't actually have that much money any further. So we're going to need to do something about that, it appears. As you can see, we actually only have... Oh, we do have 46,000. Okay, that's actually fine. I thought we were really quite low, but I think because we sold our prisoners just now, it has so far abated the problem that we were going to face. At least I hope it will for quite a while to come. Let's at least hope that is the case. Otherwise, we're going to be facing some real difficulties. Okay, so... Let's level up our companions. Alden has leveled up. We definitely want to get him some more agility, of course. He is just going to be moving way too slowly otherwise. And, of course, we do want to get him a little bit more in Iron Flesh. Make sure that he's surviving as much as possible as well. I am actually going to be continuing to level up her surgery and... Oh, wait a minute. Let's level her first aid and wound treatment, and we'll leave her surgery at 5 for now, because I believe Allendale has 8 in surgery, but his other skills are quite low in terms of... Yeah, in terms of surgery. So, as you can see here, his wound treatment is 5, and his first aid is 5. Oh, okay, so they're actually really good. But I suppose what we can do now is, because we do have Kara to potentially heal and so forth, we can probably leave him at 24 intelligence, and we can hopefully get him to do something else. So maybe we can get him some trainer skill, because he is level 20, so trainer skill would actually be very useful right now. So, without further ado, what are we going to do here? We have 211 units. Okay, well there is a Reich vassal there, probably going to get killed by all of those... Oh my goodness, all of those patrols. That's pretty cool, I like that. And we're going to head on. Let's hope that our wound treatment has actually... There we are. Our wound treatment has solved the problem of our Tur being lame. So, let us move on. We do have a couple of Sakar raiders. Wait a minute. Ah, Drahara units. They do actually have some rather nice ones. I think we're probably going to attack these guys. 36 prisoners. Is that worth it? I think it's actually worth it. Let's do it. Okay, we could actually make these guys... We could actually make these guys neutral with us, maybe even friendly with us. That might actually be a good idea. If we ever see a Sakar raider, or even indeed some foreign invaders attacking one of our opponents, then I think we probably want to rush to the aid of the outlaws and see if we can get relation to a rather friendly stance. Because right now, I feel like if we were able to do that, even if we were defeated in enemy territory and we were limping back to friendly territory, then we would have the Sakar raiders to watch our backs. Well, technically they wouldn't watch our backs actively, but they would be more actively looking for our opponents rather than looking for us. So I'm thinking that might actually be a really good idea. Now, the problem with this is that they do like to scatter. As you can probably see, the Sakar raiders are all on mounts as per usual in this area of the world. And we can take out some of them and hopefully take some of them prisoner as well, which I quite like. Oh my goodness, they actually have a Drachenritter as well. Oh my goodness. Okay, they're actually quite heavily armored. I'm hopeful that we will be able to take those guys out without suffering too many more casualties. Well, we take that guy out, no problem at all. Okay, so I'm going to head over this way. I do believe that this is where most of the battle is going on. Maybe. Oh, we did a little bit of damage, but not enough. And now we have reached the edge of the battlefield, and there it is. Wow. Okay, that was very quick, and 36 prisoners on our hours, so I think that was worth it. I do believe that was definitely worth it. So we can take some sandstormers, some caravan guards, which will become mercenary shock cavalry, I hope, soon. And there we go. We can take all of these guys here. There we are. Okay, that's actually working out quite nicely, because now we have a little bit of a stronger army to head on to Vonberg with. I feel like that is going to be very good. Oh, no. Oh! Okay, a messenger rides up to you and tells you that the Illikans in the mountains of the Reichlands have proclaimed their chosen one, and are now marching for war against the Reich. I like that. I actually like that quite a bit, because I am about to attack the Reich, so let's just take a look, and we'll see whether we can actually make a go of it. Oh! We're actually gaining money! We're gaining money! Who would have thought it? We're gaining money. 7,773 put into our treasury. Very nice. I like that. We have some Legion scouts attacking... Oh my. Attacking our caravan. Okay, we're actually going to attack these guys, I think. Rush to the aid of the caravan, thank you very much. Yes, there are only 47, so I am just going to be telling everyone to charge in. We have 78 cavalry units. How can we fail? We may be losing quite a few units, but they do have 40-something, 46, I think it is? Maybe 46, 41 prisoners in their hold, and I think it would be very nice if we could potentially... Well, what did I say? In that previous bout I said, oh yes, just watch me, in 3 seconds we're about to get hit in the face with a lance. Well, it was a little bit delayed, but it happened anyway. Ah, goodness me, okay. Oh wow, that really shut me up, didn't it? Oh my goodness, that was quite an impressive display from those mounted Praetorian guards. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, whatever the case, I do believe we will be victorious, of course. It's just going to be a matter of time until Arakanas has chased off all of these Legion scouts here. Wow, I was not expecting that. I actually thought to myself, oh, let's just hit this guy on the way past and we'll see whether we can harass some of their archers and maybe take out some of their infantry as well. Hopefully take them prisoner in the process, but nope, no such luck. Not this time around. Wow, that was impressive. Mighty impressive, I gotta say. Okay, so that's gonna put a bit of a spoke in our works here, because we of course want to rejuvenate ourselves now. Hopefully the first aid that Kara has, it is now at level 6, will do a pretty reasonable job. Let's hope anyway. So, yeah, Scout Striker Wilkins got taken out by a very small party of enemies. But, as you can probably see, this is the main reason why I did this. We can take this many units and expand our army even further. Now do bear in mind that I was commenting earlier in the series about this kind of thing, where we head in versus a bandit group of maybe 50 to 100 units, and then we gain a couple of prisoners, but we, in fact, lose so many powerful units due to death in those bouts that it may not even be worth it. That's why I'm trying to, well, weigh up the pros and cons a little bit better nowadays, but even now it's really not entirely sure whether I'm doing it accurately enough. But we are gaining a couple of gladiators right here. We can get some more prisoner initiates as well. Okay, well, I think what we're gonna do is, as soon as Drahara and the Reich have made peace with us, hopefully they will start to make peace, so please, yes, I would like them to make peace at least. Then, hopefully, once that has occurred, we're probably going to be just fighting foreign invaders, leveling up our prisoner initiates as much as they can, hopefully getting beyond the Perisno Nun cavalry, because... do we have any of those? Yes, we do. Because they become Perisno priestesses. And I don't believe we have any of those. No. I don't believe we have any of those at all, because every single Perisno 0 cavalry has been killed as they have gotten close to retirement. I mean, close to being upgraded, of course. But that's just exactly what happens every single time, but there we go. We're going to try and see if we can do that. As long as no one is at war with us, then we can just take it easy, and we can do our very best. But let's take a look at how many units they have in Vonberg. Ah, Kaiser Otto himself is here, with 16 Dragoneers, as well as some Kaiser units as well. Wow. That's actually pretty impressive. If Kaiser Otto was not here, I would say this would be one of the easiest sieges in the entire world, but yeah, that's not the case right now. Should we try? I don't know. Yeah, it would be great if we actually had the assistance of Marcus or indeed Shi Jin, but they are, I think, quite far away at the moment. Okay, let's see what we can do. I'm going to try and goad him out. So let's try and bait him into attacking us. And if he does, then great. If he doesn't, then, well, we may be in a spot of bother. Ah, that's not what I wanted. I did not want to do that, considering we are actually going to be in a little bit of trouble, considering we have not full HP. I don't believe we have full HP. Let's take a look. Oh, we have half HP. Ah. Well, how many archers do we have? Well, not many, but we do have Illicafalki units, and they do have bows, so I suppose I could just tell everyone to hold position, and we'll see how much we can do at range, because even though the enemies are not known for having very good archers, as you can see, they are taking out many of our companions very, very quickly indeed. I can only hope that they start to do some damage. So, let's see here. We're going to tell everyone to stand closer, thank you very much. And we're going to tell the infantry to stand back here, because they are just being absolutely useless right now. Wow, we have a lot of cavalry. Goodness me. Well, actually, so far, it's not that bad. We are getting quite a few kills. And I suppose what we could do is just head in here, retreat, and then build the ladders again, which would give us a little bit of time to rejuvenate ourselves. Maybe that would be an idea? We'll see. I'm not entirely sure if I like this angle. We're going to try and change the angle a little bit here. Maybe? Yeah, those archers could get a little bit more range. There we go. Ah, this is much better. Okay. We might be seeing a couple more kills now. Wow. Antiope is on an absolute, whoa, killing spree right there. Whoa, okay. Come on, little more, little more. I need you to kill much more than that, oh yes. Okay, how many have we killed? Only 28. But we've only lost 6 of our own units, which is good. Because, of course, I don't believe that the Dragoneer units of the Reich have any kind of ranged attack. They might have some throwing weapons, but I don't believe that is the case. I don't see any throwing weapons on the ground here, so... Oh, there are some axes. So that might be from them. Okay. Well... How many do they have? 64. I feel like they're probably going to be receiving a reinforcement soon, and those reinforcements could contain quite a few Dragoneer units. Okay, let's do it. Let's go in. We don't seem to be killing anyone anymore with our archers, unfortunately enough. Not entirely sure why. Maybe they've run out of arrows? Oh, some of them have actually run out of arrows. That might be the reason. Maybe we should just retreat. Well, I'll tell you what. If we start to see our forces take a lot of casualties, then we'll retreat. But if we don't, and we actually start taking them out really quite nicely, then we will continue our siege. Maybe. Well, it doesn't appear as though there's many archers, so I think we might actually be in for a very good time here. However, I am actually right on the edge of this... Oh my. Right on the edge of this ladder. No. No. Oh my goodness. Don't push the dwarf off. He's a nice guy. Don't push him off. Oh no. This is not good. Okay, well, we can only hope, I suppose. We can only cross our fingers and hope that our units will be able to get in there, because right now I think like we have the advantage. Yes, we do. They still have not received any reinforcements, so if we can get in there before the reinforcements arrive, then we will be in a very, very good position. If I can get in there personally, then we will be in a very good position, but right now it appears as though that might not be the case. Oh no, we're losing quite a few of our units. Ah, this is quite sad. And that's also quite sad. Goodness me. Okay. Well, what can we do? I suppose we can just... Oh no, new enemies have arrived. They need to get in there immediately, otherwise I am going to be retreating. There is not too much point in continuing here if we are not going to breach their walls. Maybe? Do you think? Do you think we'll make it? We might. One more person? Oh no. Okay, we're gonna go. That's too much. That is definitely too much. We have lost 9 units. They lost 50, which is actually quite good because, as you can see, they now only have about 150, 165 units or so. And they still have an overwhelming amount of Dragonaires, which is really the reason why we were having difficulties there, as well as some spear units as well. Okay, so we're going to head back to Sungetcher Castle because that is our... Wait a minute. Should we head to Nelag Castle instead? Let's head to Nelag Castle instead. And we're going to see if we can actually rejuvenate ourselves and then head back to Vonberg. And I do believe that will be in the next episode, because I would like to... Wow. Hello, Zeladek, the Chosen One. Look at that guy. 773 units. What? Oh my goodness. Okay, so he is the fellow that is waging a one-man war against the Reich. Well, technically we're doing that, but still. He is all by himself. He has no backup whatsoever. And I'm hopeful that we're okay with the Illicafalchi right now. We're not actually okay with them, but thankfully enough, he doesn't seem to be too bothered about us. Oh yes, that was close. Ah, there is another ransom broker here. Thank you very much. I want to sell all the prisoners for 5,000. Okay, that will actually buy me another 20 slaves. And I do believe that will be it. So, yes, next time on Perisno 0.74, we will be heading back to Vonberg. It will be ours. It will be ours. Mark my words. Bolgan is still completely fine. I do believe Marcus is patrolling around there, which is actually quite nice. And we're making a little bit of a nice territory for ourselves right now. I'm hopeful that the Sultan, or indeed Kaiser Otto IV, will decide to make peace with us sooner rather than later. So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.